The Israelites were slaves in Egypt. They suffered greatly under Pharaoh's rule. They cried out to God for deliverance. God heard their cries and sent Moses to lead them to freedom. Through a series of miraculous events, including the parting of the Red Sea, the Israelites escaped Egypt. This exodus was a testament to God's power and his love for his chosen people. After leaving Egypt, the Israelites wandered in the desert. They were a newly formed nation, free from slavery, but without laws or a clear moral compass. In this wilderness, they needed guidance. They needed a set of rules to live by, principles that would shape their society and their relationship with God. This is where the need for divine law became apparent. God, in his infinite wisdom, saw that the Israelites needed a covenant. He desired to guide them toward becoming a just and righteous people. This covenant, embodied in the Ten Commandments, would serve as the foundation for their new society. These commandments, given amidst the dramatic backdrop of Mount Sinai, would forever change the course of human history. Moses led the Israelites to Mount Sinai. God summoned Moses to the top of the mountain. Thunder roared and lightning flashed. God spoke to Moses from the midst of the fire and smoke. The Israelites trembled at the foot of the mountain, awestruck by the power of God. It was in this setting that God delivered the 10 Commandments to Moses. These commandments, inscribed on 2 stone tablets, were not arbitrary rules. They were fundamental principles for a just and moral life. They were divided into 2 groups. The first 4 commandments defined the Israelites' relationship with God, while the remaining 6 governed their relationships with one another. Moses remained on the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights, receiving the law from God. Meanwhile, the Israelites grew restless. They had forgotten God's deliverance and longed for something tangible to worship. They pressured Aaron, Moses' brother, to fashion a golden calf. When Moses descended from the mountain carrying the 2 tablets of stone, he was met with a scene of revelry and idolatry. The Israelites were dancing and singing before the golden calf, having completely abandoned the covenant they had just made with God. Moses was furious. He threw down the tablets, shattering them at the foot of the mountain. The golden calf was destroyed, and those who had participated in the idolatry were punished. This event highlighted the fickle nature of humanity and the constant temptation to turn away from God. Despite the Israelites' failings, the 10 Commandments remained. They were inscribed again on new tablets, serving as a constant reminder of God's covenant and his desire for his people to live in a way that honored him. These commandments, though given thousands of years ago, are not outdated relics. They remain deeply relevant in today's world. They provide a foundation for moral and ethical behavior, promoting honesty, respect, and responsibility. The commandments against stealing, murder, and bearing false witness are cornerstones of any just society. They remind us of the sanctity of life and the importance of truth. The 10 Commandments are not just about restrictions and prohibitions. They are about building a better world. They call us to honor our parents, to cherish family and community. They challenge us to be content with what we have, to resist greed and envy. In a world often characterized by selfishness and moral ambiguity, the 10 Commandments stand as a beacon of timeless truth. They offer a roadmap to a life of purpose, integrity, and love, both for individuals and for society as a whole.